with the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Hey, yo, let's go, let's go.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, here's Keenum. Complete out right to Jake Butt. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, fellas, here we go.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Goff now on second down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing on third, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cook, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run with Lynch. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Goff. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he is going to lose a big chunk of yardage. So we do have a flag on the field. So what's the call? Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first.
And now off to the races down the right side. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. And even 60 yards. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 14. Tiger. 180. Tiger. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they'll bootleg it here with Keenum. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl corner, Marcus Peters, there to make the play. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Keenum. Trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Oh, nice move. Oh, now he bowls him over. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Goff now looks to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, Goff escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Now he steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, Being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Hey, 4 down. Stay high. Mike, 53.
And they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
After the run, Goff going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Tiger.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. There you want.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. action. It's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, and even 50 yards.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Second and 10. Goff again. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1 yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2 yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Here's Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Ohio! Ohio!
And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go, let's go.
A second down carry for Booker. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Value 3. Value 3. Hard ball. Hard ball.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let the fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, Joe, let's go, let's go. Four down.
They'll try the air now with Keenum. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Thomas, the intended target. 3rd down here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam able To get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
14.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its 2nd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Samson Ebukam able to get him for a loss of about 3.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, it's Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw on second down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And incomplete here on third down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Here's Goff now on second down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Goff on 1st down. Going up top for Kupp. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Keenum. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Marquette King now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Again, it's Jones. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On second down, here's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Keenum on third down. Looking deep for Demarius. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and get close with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go, fellas, here we go.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Goff. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. First down, the run with Lynch. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go, fellas, here we go.
They'll run again with Lynch. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff going to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Shaquille Barrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Broncos on 3rd down. A very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Keenum. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now it's Keenum. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Broncos on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Keenum. And he's going to go down again. Down to 7 seconds now. 6,